Well, our reporters are on the ground around the country. Nicholas Bauer is in Jeppestown, that's in Johannesburg. He joins us now via Skype. Nicholas, a very good morning to you. We just heard from Lungelo Dlamini that things have been relatively quiet. What have you seen since early this morning?
Well, yes, good morning to you, Veka. It's been a night of action here in Jeppestown and surrounding areas along Jewel Street as well in Malvern. I join you outside a shop that's been looted overnight on the corner of Madison and Fawkes. As you can see, it's a fast food takeaway shop that was ransacked by individuals during the course of the evening. It's very, very difficult to say if this is just a mix of crime and opportunism, or if it has got anything to do with the xenophobic violence that has swept across Gauteng, or at least swept across Durban, and it is now moving to Gauteng. But certainly police on high alert throughout the whole entire evening, and having a majority of their problems coming from the Jeppestown hostel that is just sort of adjacent to Jeppestown as you head on in towards Malvern on Jewel Street. At this point in time, the people causing all of the trouble overnight seem to have dispersed. Although there is still a large police presence in the area, things seem to be still tense, but rather calm.
Nicholas, do you have any idea from just speaking to people on the streets just where foreigners are housing themselves, where they've been? Because we just heard from Lungelo Dlamini, there are no places of safety. Nobody is being kept in any particular place of safety. Have they just reintegrated back into communities, or are they seeking refuge in places that are sort of secret for now?
Well, I wouldn't say that they have reintegrated back into these communities by any stretch of the imagination. Some of the people that we did speak to overnight, some of them that were remaining on their property trying to defend what they do have, say that they don't really have any other place to go. Some did end up going to the police station. I did see a couple arrive at the Jeppestown police station just down the road. But at this point in time, no foreigners being kept in a place of safety or being kept by police.
We've also been hearing reports of people sleeping on the streets, women and children walking on the highway. What do you know of that?
That is, I didn't see any of those scenes overnight, Veka. We kept the majority of our evening very, very close to the Jeppestown hostel. That was where the majority of the incidents occurred overnight. There were a couple of cars that were torched as well. I was told by various people on the street that those cars came from an auto repair shop that's owned by a foreign national, owned by a Mozambican, but I cannot confirm that at this point in time. It's just what people on the street have been telling me.
And in terms of businesses opening, I mean, obviously it is a bit early now, but you've been out almost 24 hours since yesterday. Do you know if they plan to open, if they plan for it to be business as usual this morning?
Well, things are quite unclear at this stage, Veka. I do believe that there is a large contingent of this business community that are unaware about whether or not they will open today. They're very, very unsure about how the situation is unfolding. And we had a lot of business owners along Main Street, very, very close to the Maboneng precinct. They were in and outside of their shops the whole entire evening. I met one particular textile warehouse owner, and he said that it looks like they're going to shut up shop for the day until things normalize here. The words that he used, something very, very, very sinister going on, and I'd have to say that it's a combination of not only opportunistic crime, but also taking advantage of the very, very tense situation that has emanated from these this waves of xenophobia arriving in Gauteng.
Nicholas, from what you've seen, do authorities look like they have a handle on things?
At this point in time, I think that they do. The police must be commended for what I certainly think was a very, very effective operation overnight. They were kept very, very busy. There was a lot of people on the street. You know, they were starting fires, as I mentioned, that there was those two cars ablaze overnight. But the police doing a very, very good job in terms of keeping a lid on the situation, in terms of keeping things as calm as possible. But it's not to go without saying that yesterday evening was without incident.
All right, thank you very much. Our reporter Nicholas Bauer, he is out and about in Johannesburg, and we'll be speaking to him throughout the morning here on Morning News today. At around 7, we'll be live to Durban, where Judith Subin is standing by to bring us the latest from there.